Welcome to the Explainer. We're going to look at farming and the invisible web holding it all together.
And that simple question, it gets right to the heart of a huge shift in farming today.
See, a farm isn't a factory. It's more like a super complex living web. But pesticides aren't surgical strikes. They're more like grenades, pulling on that entire web. Okay, so here's one way it breaks. You kill the pests, and you end up starving their predators.
Another way? Well, you clean up a farm so much there's nowhere for the good bugs to live. And then there's the most ironic one, you actually end up creating a new, even worse pest problem. So let's see how this actually plays out. First up, rice fields over in Asia.
Farmers sprayed for one pest but killed off predator spiders. The pests then exploded. Total disaster.
Okay, next up, cotton fields. This is a classic case of what we call the boomerang effect.
They went after bollworms but killed tiny wasps. This let whiteflies, a huge new threat, take over.
And it's not just insecticides. Even weed killers can totally unravel this web. Let's head to the UK.
No weeds meant no insects, and no insects meant gray partridge chicks were literally starving to death.
So you see the pattern here, right? Different triggers, but they all unravel the web in disastrous ways.
This is a total mind shift.
So what's the alternative? How do we stop this cycle? The answer is pretty simple, really. A shift from trying to control everything to just coexisting. So let's compare these two mindsets. The whole goal just shifts from total elimination to finding a balance. Here's a proven solution: integrated pest management. This actually came out of that rice field crisis. So instead of killing the pest, they focused on protecting its main predator, the wolf spider. And for that problem of losing habitat for good bugs, there's another really cool solution for that. It turns out these messy edges of fields are like a grocery store for the farm's natural allies. So really, the takeaway is this: a resilient farm isn't sterile, it's alive, and it polices itself.
Which leaves us with a final thought. What if a pest isn't the problem, but a symptom of a broken system?